Right, this is Nasdaq on a daily time frame. Now we're kind of just in an uptrend. It's not really too hard to see. Structure is very bullish. Sentiment the past three candles also being very bullish. I don't really like trading the sentiment when it's like, the past three candles are all the exact same. I like one bearish candle in there. I don't know why, but I've said fuck it. Let's why not. Also, the DXY was really weak today, and the indices were in the green earlier on. Normally, when the DXY is bad, the indices are a little bit better, but it doesn't really matter. It was just one of my semi confluences that I used. But yeah, anyway, I know it looks really bad, but as you can see, my key level was actually this was the high at the time because well, yeah, it was. It looks dodgy as hell of the way I entered because this is not even New York and stuff, but um, yeah, it was at the high. It was a pre-New York entry, I'm pretty sure, and there was news at 1:30. That's why I kind of um entered so early. But yeah, as you can tell, I got violated. But yeah, it was at the previous high. That's all that matters. Broke it already. I was just waiting for the retest. Scaling onto the 15, where I should have looked for the proper break, but the behavior kind of showed me okay. Reacted and then reacted. So I mean, it's kind of just solidified the fact that there's some form of key level here, and obviously kind of did the same here with this wick here and shit. But anyway, that's the behavior. As you can see, it really was reacting. And look, as you can see, even when I was in the trade, this was kind of validated as a key level. And I knew when I was out here, I knew, oh my God, I'm about to get violated because it's going to retest this and just go short. But I wanted to hold, and I'll tell you why in a sec. But yeah, scaling down to the 5 minute for my entry, what I actually saw, I don't know what this. Oh, this was my halfway line to tell me that I've already reached a 1-to-1, so I can move to break even. Didn't tag, but as you can see, um, kind of open up price around this sort of point, I believe. Yeah, 12, and I saw it kind of melting. And I saw this massive wick at 12:15, and I thought, well, this could be an early New York play, and I would already be in, and the volume would happen even more at open, which we did get volume at open, uh, which was here. This candle, as you can tell, the volume was here, but yeah, not in my direction at all. Once this candle came, I kind of knew I might be fucked for the day, but it is what it is. But yeah, I saw this rejection, and after the rejection, I was kind of like, okay, so we kind of are going back to bullish now. We're gonna go up because of this candle here. After I kind of just waited. I had an alert basically set, and I got the alert, got tagged. So I was like, okay, well, I might as well just enter. Um, and then I saw this like basically a form of depletion because we can see that volumes dies out, slows down, and then suddenly out of nowhere we get this extremely engulfing candle. So I entered off it. The next candle ripped up here, stopped here, then open came just down there. um, and I thought I got tagged out around here, but I didn't. I even thought here I got like if obviously here it looks a little bit alright, but on the broker, I'm pretty sure it was like 1 pip away and I would have been out. Doesn't really matter. But yeah, I didn't wait for a change of character or anything. I kind of it was pre entry basically, for because I was hoping the volume here would just kind of shoot up just based on the behavior of news and everything. And I knew news was going to be at 1:30. By this time around here, I was like, well, I'm already in. The worst that can happen is it tags me out as like where I am because I don't really want to close and draw down. I don't really like doing that. Or it just puts me back to a bit of profit or whatever happens, right? So when 1:30 comes around, that's the news. I knew that even like because I'm not hitting no TPs or nothing, I'm gonna hold through news basically. I wasn't too fussed about it. We got a good reaction, but then it was reacting off the key level, and I was like, oh, not great. Next candle, I didn't really see any of this forming, but clearly it is just reacting off of this key level to go short, and I kind of knew that after I saw this kind of behavior. I was like, oh, not great. And then 2:30 came around, and that is when I got tagged out, and I wanted to hold through stock exchange because I did think that it would have just been a lot better once the DXY was really weak and news was good for currency and shit. I kind of thought, okay, well, We got good news, everything, bang, bang, bang. TP didn't really happen. Better entry would have been around here anyway. 135 probably because it shows a bit more of a change of character, and I could kind of argue this is depletion, and then have it below. Either way would have been a loss. I did take this on my second, my not my second account, my high risk account, to kind of like just pass. I guess it's almost a sense of FOMO as well, but it is what it is. So now I've got to win 2 trades to actually pass. But yeah, I mean, I was quite annoyed at the time, but I'm alright now. To be fair, it's just a bit annoying. Um, I kind of did do. It's more of a discretionary trade this one, and I knew the risk going into it anyway. I could hit SL and it hit SL, so it's all right. But yeah, just a bit annoying, I guess. But what can you do? I didn't really follow my plan because there was no change of character. There was no real 15-minute break, like because this would be the optimal time to get in. 15-minute break here off the high, then the retest, then it shot up. That would have been great. Obviously, I'm not super, like a superhuman. So, so when the timings fell before New York and stuff like that, I probably should have just went onto the account that I normally trade with, like low risk, because then that would have at least protected this capital. But yeah, I don't really plan on trading for the rest of the week now, until Friday because there's news just coming up and I can't bother to deal with like timings and stuff. So if I do take in a trade, I'm not gonna say it's gonna be on my low risk account, but it'll probably be like German 30 or something. But I don't plan on the US indices until they start kind of like after this. I mean, come on, sentiment's gonna be so weird seeing having that as your past candle. Same sort of in US 30. Actually, might not even be bad to trade tomorrow because it's kind of retested this high level already, so it could just continue to want to go up. Um, Maybe after, if it's not tomorrow, then it might be the day after. Would probably Bell, which would be a Thursday. And then yeah, shorts would have been great for German 30 today, but obviously I didn't opt to do that, and I kind of told myself before, oh, if I'm gonna trade US NAS or German 30 today, which one do I really want to trade? And I said I'll just do one trade, small risk on the for NAS, and then do my 2 times risk on the German 30, which I just didn't even, listen to myself because I would have just passed an account. But there was also no real proper trade, and you could argue that this, well, not this here because that's something else completely different, but this was German 30 for the whole day, so just melting. There's not really a high to retest or nothing. You could argue if you went onto the 15, then you could do this, which is technically a high, not a swing or anything, but that is just technically speaking. You can really push it, air quotations and shit, but yeah, that's your key level there, and then fucking this is your depletion, that's your change of character, and then just enter this like a stupid trade like this and probably win. I didn't really want to do that, but it would have it would have worked out way better because it's not even stock exchange or anything. It's just done. But obviously that doesn't happen, and as you can see, it's just a loss. And US 30 just is dodgy as it has been. For whatever reason, US 30 and NAS have not been moving in sync that much, as you can clearly tell. It's just a bit weirder price action. But now that I'm looking at USA, it might be better for the rest of the week. But NAS is just going up, but like I feel like it's trying to fake us out, but who knows? German 30 is still good for shorts, to be fair. If I do end up taking a short, I'll probably take it on. I'll just take it. So yeah, German 30 doesn't seem too bad to enter tomorrow or throughout the week, but I might stay away from US and NAS at least until Friday anyway. But I prefer German 30 because it's easier to react and let your brain think and stuff. But yeah, that's my trade update. You know, I'll give this trade today confidence of, honestly, it was kind of 50-50. I would say more 6 out of 10 because I did actually hold through news and hold because I actually knew when I entered that news wasn't going to be an issue and I was probably going to still be in the trade past news anyway. I already had that confidence, and then I don't mind holding through stock exchange at the moment because kind of can go either. Depends what the sort of situation is with the markets, because the markets have been just extremely bullish. didn't really mind holding it through because I was like, okay, it's probably gonna still be bullish. I have no reason to think, oh, you're just gonna switch up. Um, but yeah, that's kind of my whole thought process. But yeah, it was alright, not too bad. Fuck me, it's already getting a long video. But yeah, we'll see what happens throughout the week, or if I can even. I probably won't pass the account this week at all. Probably maybe next week if I'm lucky, or the week after, depending. But yeah, not too bad.